Okay, I got the list of characters set up right here. Oh! Don't drop your phone now. You know that thing is not...
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing Invincible.
Invincible is an animated series that is on Amazon Prime.
Before we get into that, make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Let's go.
Instead of giving you guys an entire review of season 1 and doing a run by each one of the episodes, we're going to just be discussing the characters within season 1 that we deem important. Starting with Invincible himself,
Mark Grayson. Okay. Well, you go ahead.
Mark Grayson, oh my gosh. He's just your average teenage... Ooh, let's not even talk about the characters first. Let's do a quick summary what the series is about. Well, our main character is Mark Grayson, and basically this series is about Mark, who has finally inherited his powers because he's a Viltrumite from planet Viltrum, at least half. And this entire series is about him coming into his own definition of a superhero.
Right, so his dad is full Viltrumite. His mom is a human. His dad's actually on a superhero team. Was on the superhero team. And, Mark develops his powers extremely late in age, so they kind of thought that maybe he would remain a human all his life and, the powers wouldn't have taken.
At the age of he's like 17 years old.
Yeah, he's
a senior in high school. He's worrying about college right now. And one thing that I love about both Mark and Debbie, his mom in general, is that this is giving us Asian representation in an animated series.
Right.
Because Debbie is Korean and Mark is technically... Would I even say he's half Korean, or... If his dad is Viltrumite...
But he's a white Viltrumite.
So I guess he's half
Korean.
Let's just say Korean American for right now.
Yeah.
What's one thing you liked about Mark?
It's not that I didn't like Mark. There's just so many things I'm trying to think. Okay, I can say about Mark, he grew up around superheroes. His father was
dad, being the big number
one.
And
I think he never let that take his, character to another place. He stayed very humble. Even when he did get his powers, he stayed pretty humble about it. Not like walking around the other superheroes like, oh yeah, my dad's Omni-Man, I'm better than you. So he was pretty, humble throughout the whole thing, in a sense.
That's interesting. Because that's a good thing. He really didn't flaunt around that his dad was Omni-Man.
Omni-Man is like the quote-unquote, like the Superman, like the biggest superhero. Like he was on a team, but he was the leader,
Yeah. I was gonna say that Mark is kind of, what's the word? Would I say self-titled? No, not self-titled.
Self-entitled?
Entitled.
You think he's entitled?
I thought he was, because he really did just jump in and say, I got my powers, so now I can be a superhero. I mean, I thought in the beginning he was just like, I could take on this person, take on that, because I have the powers. My dad did a little training. He wasn't really thinking about, the other complicated things it takes to actually save people. Like, you could have the physique, the physical strength, the powers, but up here you have to actually think about each tactical move. You can't just jump into...
I think that
when that woman died in his hands against that alien invasion.
Well, see, I think that just goes along with Mark's character. He's like one of those people that doesn't think about, okay, see someone in danger. How am I about to help them? He just reacts. He doesn't think. He just reacts.
Girl, because his mindset.
So I guess that
invincible.
could be a positive and negative trait about Mark. So
Yeah, but it's realistic. Like,
Yeah.
you reread these comics and about these superheroes, they get their powers and they automatically know what they're
he doesn't
doing.
know crap that he's doing. He's
But
learning.
I'm glad we actually see human beings that do get hurt when superheroes try to save them. It's not like I'm Lois Lane and Superman could just pick me up and get me from a falling building. Like, no, girl, you go get whiplash, break an arm.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we see some consequence
to
not
actions.
saving them properly or not thinking about it. So I guess we could say that's good about Mark.
Like when the Avengers got sued.
Yes, that.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into Mark Grayson's mother, better known as Debbie. Debbie Grayson.
She's a realtor.
She's a realtor.
She sells homes.
She sells homes. So she has a really good job, a regular job.
Like, she's not a damsel in distress. She doesn't need Nolan, aka Omni-Man, number one superhero in the world, to like financially take care of her.
Yeah, she got a good job. She met, what did they meet in Paris?
I forgot.
Or did they just go on trips to Paris?
He literally takes her anywhere she desires to go.
Yeah, but she's a really good mom.
She really is.
She was like trying to take the pressure when her husband was, trying to wondering what's going on with his son, why he's not getting his power. She was like, trying to relieve it. Like, it's okay if he's not like you, if he's like me. She's a really good mom, very understanding, but suspicious when need be.
Yes, she's not dumb.
She's not dumb.
Like,
when she realized she was married to a sociopath.
And that brings us to talking about Nolan, aka Omni-Man.
When I tell you, found out he was crazy.
So Nolan is from planet Viltrum, and his race is called Viltrumites. Basically, he's a colonizer.
You know what they kind of do?
And
I'm going to make another example, shoot it back to Marvel. Kind of does what, old dude did when he went.
Thanos?
Yeah, Thanos, when he went to the planets. And it was like, we're going to kill people.
He really did.
Colonize
them, take their resources.
And so that's kind of what we found out later.
Out the series. Nolan played them all
so well.
He played them so well.
Like a fiddle.
But at the same time, I thought he was being true to himself also.
Because, so this is the tea.
Because he never made a promise.
What's the tea?
He never even joined the Guardians of the Globe.
He did.
Not really.
But he was working with them.
He was working with them.
Oh, but they assumed he was a part of the team.
Everybody assumed.
He slaughtered all of them.
At the end of this episode 1, spoilers.
I had my face like, I thought this was a kid's show.
Hey, let me tell you, I love a villain that literally goes into the situation and just no dialogue, no explanation, just murder, kill, murder.
We did not find out why until literally the last few episodes. Because I'm just like, why? So his original mission, going to Earth in the first place as a Viltrumite, was to colonize, take over, and
become the emperor.
Get rid of people who weren't willing to
basically
cooperate.
Help them better themselves as
That's what they were telling themselves, yeah. So I guess you can say he was being true to himself, his original mission. He was just a really master
The problem
manipulator.
He said I believe him when he said, I didn't go through with my mission even though I'm hundreds of years old, thousands of years old. He met Debbie and he had Mark. That wasn't a part of his plan.
No.
He got carried away and playing house, which he did because he called Debbie a pet.
Yeah, he called her a pet when Mark was like, but what about Mom? And
so
he once Mark developed his powers, that's when he was like, okay, we're gonna make the plan go back into motion. We're gonna keep it going back to what my original purpose was. So
yeah, because let me tell you, I I hate Omni-Man, aka Nolan. I hate him. I despise him. He's the worst character, but he's well written.
Really, yes.
He is well written. Because if you rewatch, he's like textbook psychopath. I'm just like, that one scene when they were sitting there and having dinner, I think it's in France or Italy.
Yes, oh my gosh. Something bad was going on. His wife's like, you're not going to go save the day. He was like, I'm having dinner. Let somebody else do the job. I'm relaxing.
I'm on break. And then I'm just like, now, Debbie, I know some bells are ringing in your head.
And they did. I think she just didn't say anything right then and there because with a blow of his breath, he could probably have killed her.
Because it's like subconsciously, I think also because we're talking about both Nolan and Debbie, I think she was holding that thought back because this man is invincible.
Yeah.
He can literally snap me like a twig, kill me within a blink of an eye, and I wouldn't even know it. But I have to hold on to that assumption and faith that he's a good person.
But we find out he's not.
No, he's not. He's a whole colonizer.
Not in regards to humanity. I mean, he's not a human.
I mean, Vulturemites, they literally had a whole purge
of themselves.
To basically...
The strongest survived.
Yeah, that Darwinism idea. Basically about human survival.
Yeah.
Natural selection. There we go. Natural selection. Basically, the strongest survived. They literally slaughtered each other.
You almost slaughtered Mark.
Fine. What's 17 more years?
Mm-hmm.
What's another 17 years?
Now, the former team group / the new Guardians of the Globe.
Because, again, they were all slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first is Samantha, a.k.a. Adam Eve. She was on the team group, but she opted not.
She decided to, like, leave.
Go off and do her own thing.
Yeah.
Because her boyfriend cheated on her.
Rex Explode. Ooh. Is it Rex Explode or Rex Explosion?
I just knew his name.
We
is
just
Rex.
call him Rex because he's a dirty dirt bag.
Get into Adam Eve. So she goes to the same high school as Mark. You know, pretending to be human.
Mm-hmm.
Her power. How would you describe it? She can
manipulate matter.
Yeah, essentially. So, like, let's say we wanted to move, make this disappear, and I could put it right here on the side, or like take doors off of the house and put them on the ceiling, stuff like that.
She literally make anything in thin air. She's just manipulating matter,
and she can fly.
She's really powerful,
etc.
Powerful power.
I'm trying to think.
Okay,
was it really a lot about her, really?
Except for the fact that her boyfriend cheated on her. She got a crappy, misogynistic, sexist dad and mom. I don't really care about this white girl. I don't really care about Samantha. She not all that in the bag of chips to me.
Yeah, no, not at all. Alrighty, so another one of Mark's friends, William,
our token LGBT character. So I think they did William's character dirty. But for starters, let's talk about how William is very smart. He's not dumb because he discovered that Mark was invincible when he saw his face. He said, "Mark?" I was like, "Yes, smart. I see you because we're not dumb. You're not fooled by the goggles. We see the physique, your face. I know you're invincible." But that college episode, I think they did William dirty. William is gay, like men, and he was going to see his boyfriend, potential boyfriend or boyfriend, whichever way you spin it, Steve, at college. And Steve was going to let Mark, Amber, and William stay at his little apartment / dorm and hang out because they were getting familiar with the campus or whatever.
Because he had a boyfriend, they had to make it not so happy ever after. He ended up being mutilated.
Yeah, thank you. They turned Steve into like this robot cyborg zombie because this hateful who is this? Ezra Miller's character, I think. Ezra Miller voiced this man. This hateful science geek dude out here making basically superhuman cyborg things. I hated that. I'm just like, so why couldn't William just have his boyfriend? Why did Steve have to be mutilated?
Yeah.
you try to throw out representation, but you disrespect it at all costs. Like, come on now.
Okay.
Rex, piece of trash. We don't like him.
All I know is that, what is his power?
To explode things, I think. That's all I'm gonna say. He explodes things.
I just remember he was sleeping with the girl that can multiply herself while he was still dating Adam Eve.
He just a dirtbag and a pedophile. I know Monster Girl is like 24, right? But every time she shapeshifts into a goblin or her monster form, she gets younger.
I mean, we still haven't seen her at her proper age.
Right.
Was he? You thought he was flirting with her?
He was.
I need to rewatch.
Girl, you didn't see that. I believe
thought she just liked him.
No, he told Robot, I would get with that. I don't care what she looked like. She 24, right? But she looked like a child. He's a pedophile. How you go sleep with a child? And she ages slowly because she's still a child. And every time she transforms, she get younger.
Yeah, so throughout the show, she was like 12 maybe?
Yes, in
physical
body.
appearance.
And that brings me to the next creep. Robot, a.k.a. Ruby, who, oh my God, his character.
It was really weird. So Robot on the side was working on this experiment to put his
conscious
in an actual body. And so he violated Rex, took his
DNA,
his DNA,
made a clone
of him as a child, so the same age as
Monster Girl.
But see, yeah, I think this is because he liked Monster Girl and wanted to get with her. But what are you gonna do when she gets back in her 25-year-old body?
They gonna age together. Rudy technically is a grown man as well. Because remember Rudy? I think his name is Rudy or Ruby. No, Rudy.
Ruby.
Robot. Let's just call him Robot. Robot is actually a little small baby, mutilated, deformed baby. Right?
Did they kill it or is it still alive?
No, it died. His original body died.
It looked really gross, actually.
It was nasty. But like I said, pedophiles, they are pedophiles. Why are you interested? She's a little girl. I don't want to see y'all touch her, look at her. I don't even care if she's like 24 years old. Y'all saw that movie Orphan. Would y'all get with her?
Yeah.
She's a child. Pedophiles.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, actually.
But on the other note, I don't trust Robot. I think he's a little evil.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
not you taking my DNA.
I think there was an ulterior motive. It couldn't have just been so he could get with Monster Girl.
He always wanted a body. Body yada yada.
Cecil is like
that man.
He's like
Nick
related.
Fury.
Yeah, he's like Nick Fury. I related all to Marvel.
I just love. Okay, so this Dark Blood, in my mind, he resembles Hellboy.
Jenna, we were talking about Cecil.
No, I'm still on the topic of Cecil.
Oh.
Cecil, but Dark Blood reminds me of Hellboy. He's a detective. He uses a little demonic powers to do what the heck he wants, and Cecil hates him because he's always right. Now, let's get back on Cecil because what I said was important. Cecil is like our Nick Fury in this universe. Mm-hmm. Knows everything, does things underground, doesn't really care if it's for the good or bad. He will use what he needs to save the earth. I would just say to save
the earth
his
as of right now.
Comfort zone. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I feel like it's always more than that. It's a business at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more than just saving humanity.
And he's not dumb. Mm-hmm. He was on Omni-Man's butt like
for a while.
And that's why he decided to send Darkblood back to hell. He said, "Oh, I know Nolan did this. I'm just trying to figure out why he did it and how we can defeat him. So I'm buying time." And that man knows how to buy time.
Darkblood's gonna come back.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He's not gone. Not at all.
I'm just glad he threw out his little breadcrumbs and gave them to Debbie so she could figure it out. And Cecil, that man definitely knows how to buy time because he was watching the series back again. He was keeping Nolan busy and he was keeping tabs on Mark because Mark, by all means, is probably the only one that can defeat Nolan.
Guardians of the Globe.
One sad fact that had me like was that all the old members of the Guardians of the Globe were voiced by the cast of The Walking Dead.
I really actually enjoyed that the cast could do another project together.
Yes, but they all were slaughtered.
Yeah, no, that seems...
I was hurt.
Yeah, and I was like, this only the first episode?
Yeah.
Their deaths were painful. Oh my gosh. Oh, like that dude who he was like he feels everything like slower, right?
His name Red Flash.
And then he was like, I'm gonna make sure you feel. I need to rewatch this show. It was that good. I had to rewatch it a few times.
All I know is that the dude that Abraham from Walking Dead voiced got his head crushed yet again in this series, and I was hurt. I was so hurt.
With the baseball bat.
Immortal Man, though, he's the only one that they could actually like really bring back to life because
the
he's
dude
immortal.
that came back again and died again.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna come back again and die again.
He died with a purpose. He showed the world the true colors
yes,
of Iron
that
Man.
is true. Everybody saw him for who he was. A killer, not a savior.
Nope.
On to a very controversial character.
Last but not least, Amber Bennett. I have so much to say about her.
Amber's a little black girl.
Why is she the most hated character? Why? Let me tell you why. Bad writing.
I was about to say it was the way that she was written.
The creators.
I don't know exactly what made people probably get turned off by her. It was like towards the end where she was like, I knew you were invincible all along, but then you caught an attitude about why he, whatever, and then you also caught an attitude about why he didn't tell you. That's what made people dislike her, and I am pissed at the writers for writing her character like that. Because Amber could have been a fan favorite if they didn't do that little stunt.
Okay, so let me break this down. Amber in the comic books is a white chick. She's very nice, bubbly, and when Mark tells her that he's invincible, she's accepting and okay and cool. She's nice, she's cool. Everybody likes Amber, right? In the animated series on Amazon, they changed her to a black character. Why? Because Zazie Beetz is black, and they said, ooh, might as well just do the race switch, right? So they make Amber go from the nice, sweet white woman to the self-centered and self-absorbed black woman.
With an attitude.
All
the time.
Why? If you're going to represent a race, make sure that you do it right. Yeah. And make sure that everyone in the audience can resonate, especially the people that you are representing.
You know?
I thought it was extremely disrespectful for you guys to make Amber self-centered, self-absorbed, not understanding. What was the reason? Is that how you guys see black women writers?
That's a good question.
Is that how you guys see us? Because the other black characters, Samson, he got his powers last minute, and that one concrete guy came from
I forgot there were other
a low income living space.
Yeah, low income, and he had to do something really grimy in order to get his family out of the gutter to get the money.
I know Amber and Mark, they're not going to be in game, but at least it was nice to see an interracial relationship.
Yeah,
where the black woman.
I like that it wasn't just like interracial being black and white. It was interracial being, Asian American and black. I mean, it was interesting to see.
It was different.
Yeah.
It was different for the love interest on screen to finally be a black woman. I can't wait till season 2 because I would love to see what happened.
I'm just upset that we have to wait a whole year.
Yes.
But it's okay. I'll try to find something to pique my interest until then. But I'm definitely going to rewatch this because it was a really good animated series.
Yes. So excited for... They just got renewed for both
seasons, 2 and 3.
2 and 3, and I cannot wait.
I hope that the seasons will be longer, though. They'll have longer, more episodes. So
I'll be tuning in every Friday.
I'm gonna give Invincible 2 thumbs up because this is probably my favorite animated series so far this year.
2 thumbs up out of 2 thumbs.
2 thumbs up out of 2 thumbs. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a good 5 out of 5 stars. You know what? 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Anyway.
Fix the representation.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to our character analysis from Invincible. Let us know what you guys think. If you liked it, agreed with what we said, or even if you disagreed, let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications for our upcoming videos.
And remember, that subscribe button is not